Start.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. All right, hold on. Welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto. There we go. Hello, there we go. Let's start it right. There we go. Good morning, fellow Bitcoiners. Welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto episode 95. Is that where we at?
We're getting old.
We're getting old. I am King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community every single day, Monday through Friday at 10ish.
At 10ish.
What's going on, fellas?
Sometimes a little bit before, after. Oh, chat box.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Trying to get this chat box going real quick before we
What's
start.
up, Kevin? How you doing?
There we go. There we go. Sky's falling. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Sky's falling. It's over.
It's over. The dream is over. Well, good luck to everybody. We off air. No, that's all good. Of course, you know, this is something we expect. This is about to be a long, slow process from now until mid to late February. So enjoy the ride. I mean, if you're in the market, you're in the market.
Hey,
enjoy the ride.
Welcome to crypto.
This is what you got to do. This is when you get away from the computer for a while and just got to let it take its course.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some of the more popular traders out there is they stop giving signals. They're like, look, right now we just gotta let this thing happen and see what happens next, and we'll go back into it. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, it's been real quiet as far as people making signals and calls. That's why we like to make sure we do it every day, so you can realize you have to be here. We've survived bear markets before, bull markets. You got to stay even, because that's what happens. People, the sky's falling, it's over.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
I've been spending more real fiat money now. It's like just go ahead and just forget about this market, go live your life a little bit, come back later.
Yeah.
All right, who won the free Bitcoin yesterday?
All right, so our free Bitcoin winner was Surfing AB. I already sent that Bitcoin to him, but the question was about Tether and what do you think will happen with Tether as far as the proceedings after they got subpoenaed, or after the news came out that they got subpoenaed December 6th. Them and Bitfinex. So the CFTC, who we'll discuss more today, they actually sent a subpoena. So what do you think will happen with a U.S.-based regulation with a Hong Kong-based company? So great answer from Surfing AB. He said short-term bearish, sort of like the other FUD, and then long-term bullish, because there's obviously a coordinated attack, because you got news stories coming out a month, 2 months later after it, and then boom, at the same time, other news is coming out. So, good anscer, Surfing AB.
There we go,
Surfing
AB.
Runner-up, too.
Yeah, runner-up, honorable mention was Lady Caitlin.
Yeah.
I like their answer as well. It said, has the U.S. thought about auditing the Fed or giving them a subpoena? They said Tether basically follows their lead, fractional reserve. They said it'd be funny if Tether had the Fed shut down in an epic counterattack and became Fed 2.0 using the same money creation scheme. That was a great answer.
Yeah.
Surfing had a really good one too initially, but like I said, runner-up, great answer. What if we did subpoena the Fed to do an audit? You know, we're not doing that with any central banks out here.
War.
It would start a war.
Yeah.
So, it's the same thing. Is Tether even in the wrong technically when they are following the lead of the Fed and the central bank? So, really good comment right there.
Yeah, that fractional reserve system's been going much longer than Tether.
Right.
Around. So whether they have the money or not, it's still one of those. But you do it too. So
Right. P-Man Van said, seems to be an avalanche of bad news in the media.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Like, listen, they're trying their best. Somebody said, buy the dip. Yes, I think right now is a great time to buy.
That's why I wore the sweatshirt to remind you.
Did you? Oh, buy the dip. There we
So
go.
you can
Buy the dip in the house.
Stop panicking, especially some of these people that are newer who just learned about it and they're like, whoa, what's happening? It's like, dude, it went up 500% in a month. Like, what do you expect?
What's up? Sup from Florida, McLaurin.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, John?
So Sergeant Crypto said he heard a YouTuber speaking of flipping. That's exactly what's happening. Look, this is a time when people are selling. It's funny, we know people selling. This is like
selling the bottom.
You're doing the opposite. Like you are doing the opposite what you're supposed to. Relax. If you have more fiat to spend in your portfolio, go ahead and buy some more Bitcoin and other cryptos that are at their lows. Set some stop losses if you need to feel comfortable, and keep on rolling. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed from right now to 3 or 4 weeks ago when Bitcoin is at $20,000. 5-6 weeks ago it was at $20,000. Nothing has changed. You buy the dip. If you want to sell on the way up, you sell on the way up, or you hold out for the big win.
Somebody said stop telling them how that's more for us.
Yeah, exactly. And then rinse, wash, and repeat, people. So there's no reason to panic. But with all of that, here's another reason to be bullish. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, will be holding a dedicated hearing on virtual currencies on February 6, 2018, to discuss what an advance notice describes as their quote unquote oversight role. So of course they're already putting themselves in the center of everything. They're saying we need to be the oversight authorities and regulators for this industry in this space, even though we know nothing about it, and even though our own internal things like the Fed, like the central bank, like the U.S. dollar, and all our manipulated markets aren't working. We also want to come and poison this market as well. So they're going to have a dedicated hearing on February 6th to decide how they believe they'll move forward in their oversight role of the entire world of cryptocurrency, because it is a global currency.
Yeah.
So for two groups of people to get in a room in America and say we're going to have this oversight role here, interesting.
Yeah, they basically just admitted, yeah, we run the world, because no matter what you do, how innovative it is, how much money you make, as soon as SEC and CFTC show up, they're like, well, you gotta listen to us. It doesn't matter if you're in another country, to them, because like I said, they feel like they're kings of the world. So this will be interesting, February 6th, just to see, because it's totally focused on crypto. They've had budget hearings and other stuff where somebody will come in, like I saw a guy from Filecoin, he'll come and explain what cryptocurrencies are. Andreas Antonopoulos, he went to Canada and did it for their Senate. So you've seen this before, but you haven't seen a focused group talk on cryptocurrency. So this will be interesting to see. Plus, they have G20 in March.
G20 in March in Argentina, they're going to be talking about it for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, and again, people, this is the reason why you should be bullish on Bitcoin. You can tell the price being manipulated. The government still hasn't came out and said anything about crypto. The American government, and I keep saying President Trump's going to say something about Bitcoin this year, and that's when the price is going to turn around. It's going to skyrocket. It's going to be too late to buy. Mark my words. But no, seriously, yeah. But so, you know, they're saying they don't even say anything. The president hasn't said anything. The government hasn't said anything about crypto at all, about the crypto market, with the exception of the one pop-up question the press secretary received, where she responded that we're monitoring it or something. We're monitoring the situation. But the fact that they haven't said anything, but now we're diverting government money, taxpayer money and government resources to this thing now, says a lot. And I mean, you talking about you have the SEC and the CFTC being diverted to this thing. Didn't our government just shut down a week or two ago? We just shut down.
And then all of a sudden,
why are we focused on something else? Like, focus on doing what we aren't doing right already. Like, the government just shut down, and all of a sudden you're redirecting committees to new emerging technologies and industries that you are already behind on. To me, it makes no sense, and as a taxpayer, it kind of offends me. It's like you all are taking my money to investigate something that you haven't done your due diligence on.
And you don't control.
You don't control. You're just trying to figure out a way to do a money grab. When the reality is the things that we need you to control, like our government, like our military pay, like all these resources that we're not allocating the right way, you're not paying attention to. So that's why I'm bullish on. That is why I'm bullish on Bitcoin.
Yeah, to me, they've said all they need to say through their silence, because they're eerily silent. I mean, every day we have South Korea, Japan. Every government has something where
we don't have the U.S. government.
But U.S. government said nothing. However, our regulatory agencies are out doing the work that they think needs to be done to wrangle everybody back in.
And the worst part is going to be so many people paying attention to them too. There's going to be so many quote unquote do-gooders that, well, that's what they said. We have to follow the rules. It's going to be like, here we go. But it's pretty interesting, and kind of like I said, their silence says it all as far as being a case for being bullish. I mean, you had an asset class go from $1,000 to $20,000 in 1 year, and that's just one of them. We had Verge that had like a 1,000,000% increase. Ripple had some ridiculous one. Stratus, there's so many different ones. So you have these assets that have literally broken records, and we don't even think that's something to speak about publicly. Yeah. That said, like you said, their silence says a lot.
That says a lot.
But speaking about another government that isn't silent, what is going on with India and their fake news?
All right. Well, as you might have seen, the Indian government put out news that they are banning all crypto. However, that was like an initial shock to the price. However, they actually were saying they're banning all illegal crypto. They're taking steps to ban that. So a misinterpreted headline, basically. And it's basically fake news.
Freaking me out, man.
Yeah, people are running for the hills. So if an entire country tries to ban, Bitcoin or crypto in general, that'll be something that short term, may cause a blow. However, we've said before, China has banned it how many times? 6, 7? And other countries have said Venezuela has banned it, but now they're backed by cryptocurrency. Oil-backed cryptocurrency has come out. So, in our opinion, they never really ban it. They just they just find a way to regulate it. So, yeah, some fake news out of India, which is one of, a huge.
I mean,
huge
but
country.
it's happening at the right time, though. Clearly, it's while all the fuzz going on. Let's call up our Indian neighbors. Hey, push it.
Yeah,
Pump it. Push the button. Go ahead and drop it. So some of the comments right now, Tariq, that was a hilarious comment. He talking about the Ned Flanders and crypto ego suckers.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start calling them Ned Flanders too. I like that, Tariq. A bunch of Ned Flanders out here. You are. Hey, that's why I like South Korea. We talk about that. Yeah. South Korea is not made up of a bunch of Ned Flanders.
Yeah,
they got a bunch of.
And what was that? Charles Oglesby said.
Oh yeah, I'm about to get. We're about.
He said it should go to zero where it belongs.
Yeah, no cash flow, no actual.
I doubt it's gonna go to zero because I'll be sitting there at $1 waiting to buy like.
That is true.
6 figures worth.
He said, boom.
Yeah. So.
I mean, hey, everyone doesn't believe it, but what I will say, Charles Oglesby?
Nobody's gonna block me.
Short it. No, yeah, nobody. We don't block people around here. That's not our flavor. Yeah, we don't do that. Short it. We will say short it though, and let's talk next year and figure out what's
enjoy the ride.
Right. He said enjoy the ride. Yeah, China banned Bitcoin. That's right, Ahmed. China banned Bitcoin about 1 million times already. You know how that goes.
Man, some people have forgotten China has banned it 5 or 6 times in the last year.
Right.
So China FUD is gone. I think they realize that's not gonna work anymore.
Right.
So let's do a coordinated. And you got to read between the lines because some people I know they're watching like. How do y'all understand this? Because it's a pattern. It happens.
It is a pattern.
I mean, after you've been in it for years, you start seeing the pattern. And it's kind of funny because new people are stressing out and going crazy when in reality, we've never had more innovation in the Bitcoin space ever. I mean, between atomic swaps, lightning networks, a lot of stuff we've talked about. I mean, Samsung is competing with Bitmain now to make chips.
Like Samsung, like you think about that bullish. Samsung, a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't make a lot of mistakes, people. They have the people in the right places to do the homework, the analysts, do the due diligence. They got the accountants there crunching numbers. Yeah. They don't make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, Robinhood.
Right, but they're investing in ASIC miners now.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't make a lot of mistakes, people. If that isn't the big, like, that Samsung, they're investing in the mining equipment for Bitcoin, people. This is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's here to stay.
Oh yeah. Like I said, competition, Robinhood and Coinbase. I mean, you got 1 million people waiting on Robinhood. You got the who did we talk about yesterday? The Chinese company Line or Japanese company Line. I mean, come on, man. There's never been more innovation in the space. So this is just a pattern. When good stuff is coming, you got to push that price down because there are a lot of rich people who want to get in. So
speaking of good stuff is coming, looks like Square Cash App also just released a Bitcoin buy and sell option to almost all their users, as well as China's Cheetah Mobile. They launched a crypto wallet on Android as well. It's called a safe wallet, but they're able to send and receive some crypto assets, mostly, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, create multiple wallets, and import wallets in a variety of formats. Their press release said. So you got Square Cash App, which we know is huge. And then this one in China, I'm not familiar with it, but China's Cheetah Mobile. In addition to the Robinhood, like this is happening, people. These apps are launching left and right, trying to get their market share. And you know what? Again, this is another case for the bullish nature of Bitcoin this year. I don't know.
Absolutely.
What do you think about Square and China's Cheetah Mobile?
Yeah, I mean, well, Jack, that's another thing. Facebook bans ads versus Twitter. Jack, the guy who runs Twitter, he runs Cash App. That's what I'm saying. These people are butting heads as far as philosophy goes because you got innovation versus the way it used to be. So yeah, shout out to him because he's obviously he tweeted about Bitcoin a few times.
I think he knows that Bitcoin has brought Twitter back to life, to be real.
Oh yeah,
because I mean without crypto and a couple other Twitter things out there, I mean Twitter had some tough years last few years. So why not jump on it?
And the Cash App, like I said, you add Bitcoin in there. How many people are now downloading the Cash App because I can buy it through there? I mean, and if you're in different states like New York, Georgia, it's another one. I can't remember right now, but those are the only states that don't have a Cash App to buy up to about $15,000 worth of Bitcoin at a time. So yeah, that's obviously a win for crypto world if you have one of the biggest social media outlet CEOs who support it. So
yeah, really. I mean, you think he's not gonna be pushing this on Twitter now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of the comments, A1 Dub said the market can be so easily manipulated. isn't that an issue or no? It is not, in my point of view, because it's not, for one, it's not easily manipulated. It's just being done. I mean, really, they're just using marketing right now.
Yeah.
It is straight up marketing and media that they're using to manipulate. If people don't sell, it can't be manipulated.
Yeah.
But the fact that people are like, you know, this is a new technology. There's a lot of new literature and stuff people have to get their hands around. So if they don't have it, they are looking at these mainstream channels and they're going off of that, buying the Ripple at $3-4.
Listening to CNBC.
Yeah, you know, so that's what's causing it to be manipulated. But in the long term, it won't be easy to manipulate because once the adoption rate is higher, once the volume gets higher, it's going to be harder. I mean, it's fairly simple to manipulate the market right now when it's the market cap is still low and considering it to gold or fiat currency. But once it grows, once we get that 3 to 5% of the real population on the crypto, on the Bitcoin, all that other stuff, it's going to be extremely difficult. Yeah. And that's when you're going to see terrorist attacks. Seriously, that's when it's going to be like you're going to need something that outrageous in order to manipulate the market because something normal won't do it anymore.
Oh yeah. And I mean, I'm still kind of impressed that it's holding the way it is because the amount of bad news that has come out
this would have killed Bitcoin 3 years ago. All day, every day.
I mean, when it went from I remember watching it go from $1,100 to $200, and that wasn't even a bunch of bad news. It was just different factors at play. Mt. Gox was around. It was different stuff. So yeah, it's one of those things that, as a technology, it's never been doing better. But you have these people that obviously keep thinking it's going to go away at some point. So good luck with that.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm not familiar with. Are you familiar with Singularity Net, AGI?
No.
Yeah. So
have to do more research on that, but yeah.
All right, and then the last big story was newly detected malware uses NSA exploit to mine Monero, over 500,000 PCs infected. Software security researchers from cybersecurity company Proofpoint have detected a new global botnet called, I'm about to tear this name up, but Monero, also known as ISMO, that uses a national security agency. Yes, that is a U.S. agency, NSA exploit Eternal Blue to spread, which we've heard about before, right? Yep, to spread Monero mining malware. It has infected more than 526,000 computers using the leaked NSA exploit, and that was reported by the Hacker News yesterday. This says to date, the botnet has reportedly managed to mine about 8,900 Monero, or about $2.1 million. Wow. So for those who want that plain speak, the government agency, the NSA, the same American government that wants exchanges to have everyone's social security, all their sign-up information on the exchange, where if they get hacked, which they will get hacked because it happens, all our security, personal identification, and private stuff is at risk. This same government branch of the NSA used a exploit that they already had, that they've been using on people they shouldn't probably, but it was hacked, and that exploit was used to mine Monero on various PCs and cell phones and whatever else around the world by simply going onto a website, not knowing it's taking control of your computer processing power, and beginning to mine and having those coins sent back to their address.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, NSA, for continuing to protect us. You do an awesome job.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that Eternal Blue got out, and this is probably the third or fourth story we've heard.
Right, FBI, something like that happens as well.
Yeah, as I said, browser mining has gotten to a point where if you can get malware in there and you use Monero, people are mining. I mean, Monero, that to me shows you how many people want it, or how these people who use hacking tools, they view privacy coins like Monero, like Zcash. So yeah, definitely one of those things that when it happens, but you gotta keep yourself safe. And we've done, King's done a security article. We talked about it a lot of times, clicking on different links, not downloading, software you don't recognize. So you gotta stay safe, as with any industry.
Right. So other than that, let's take a peek at Gamekeeper said he heard Bitcoin could dip to as low as 3,000. Do you think that's possible?
Anything is possible in crypto.
Yeah.
Do I think it's plausible, like that it will actually happen? No, I don't think it'll dip that far. Too much support at the 7-8K range, as well as, like I've said before, we've had, the Lunar New Year, Chinese Lunar New Year coming back next week. Yep. People getting taxes back this month.
That's gonna be huge.
People, and all the innovations we've talked about, it's too much, in my opinion, that warrants it to go straight to the ground, because it's useful. I mean, I don't understand how people don't see it's useful.
Again, this is to make it as the easiest use case is this, people. Your bank is closed on nights and weekends. And they control your money. You control your own money. It's never closed. I don't know what other use case you would want. To me, that says it all. You control your own money, 24/7. Period. Absolutely. Or the old system, the banks and government control your money 24/7.
And they charge you.
And they're closed on nights and weekends. I really don't get why the mainstream doesn't see this as easy as that yet. But hopefully one day soon. What's going on?
Let's see.
3K. Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I was thinking that in my head for 3K. Listen, for a lot of people who say some of these low numbers, even right now the 7,000 range, a lot of people got in after the $10,000 or $15,000, or some even bought at the top at 19, 20K. But if you saw this monster go from $500 or $400, $600 all the way up to 20K, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how low it goes, you're going to keep buying back in it because you've seen it already. You witness the power. You use it on a daily basis. So again, I think at this point it's just about mainstream adoption. As soon as it happens, we'll see the turnaround.
Yeah, we're playing the long game, people.
Playing the long game. Yeah. For the free Bitcoin today, what are we doing?
So for the free Bitcoin today, much like yesterday, the SEC, CFTC meeting on February 6th is way too important to ignore. So leave a comment under the YouTube video with your public address about what do you think those proceedings will happen afterwards. I mean, because honestly, we don't know if they'll go into it like, oh yeah, we got to get rid of this, or we should just regulate it. So tell us what you think will happen. Leave that public address. We'll send that to you. So.
All right, you got that. A1 Dub said if the market keeps going down, it could keep that new tax return money at bay. Exactly. They played themselves this year, people. There is no tax return money. It's gone. That is washed, people. I mean, you're talking about from 20K to what is it we at today? Yeah. Was it we at 9,000 a day? So 20K, 9,000. That tax money is gone. So. They played themselves on this one. They tried to get greedy. They could have did it the right way. Everybody could have been up in the 20, 25K range and would have had to give away money because it's clear this is flying. But instead, they wanted to crash it. They wanted to try to use the FUD to manipulate it. SIBO and CME, thank you for saving me from this tax year right here because... This is a huge dip, people. That's like 60%. Was it like 50, 60%? Yeah. Ain't nobody else getting paid this year. What? Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? Oh yeah. Let's see. You said a lot of folks got slaughtered and went quiet on us. Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's what. Listen, that's how you can tell who real in the game. All right. Yeah. Because these people, they went silent. They went radio silent lately. Yeah. It's like, what's going on? Yeah. And I mean, we really want to make sure people see our face, see us out here because, like I said, we've survived both markets. We're here for the long haul, so yeah, definitely want to stay invested and maybe not look at charts, so you won't get depressed. Yeah, don't look at charts right now. I told you I had hair before I started crypto, so if you want to, the stress will get you, man. It's just you gotta chill back and take a deep breath. Go do what you need to do to chill. So right, yeah, for sure. So as always, people, you can follow us at Kirby Crypto, KRBECRYPTO. Yeah. On Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course. We're working on getting this podcast out still. We're backtracking so we can get all of them uploaded up as well. Yeah. We got some more interesting things coming out in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you stay tuned. Thanks for the ongoing support. Make sure you hit that like and share button. If this helped you, think it will help someone else. Take care. Have a good one.